Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Miss LT and thank you for joining my Comfort Angel. I wanted to ask a generalized question about grieving the loss of your loved ones. Before I get started into the discussion, don't forget to like and subscribe everyone. I want to know if these videos are helping. Do you find them to be uplifting? Some of the insights that I share based on my own personal grief journey, can you relate? Again, just comment. I'd be curious to know what you're feeling. So I wanted to sort of pick everyone's brain based on their grief journey, and I could share based on mine. What's the hardest part that you find about grief? So what I'm asking is it the sadness that you go through? Is it the anger? In some cases, is it the guilt that overwhelms you? I always think in my own personal journey, the hardest part for me, based on my own journey, is the change. Like knowing my son will never walk through the door, knowing I won't hear his voice, knowing that I can't call him or he can't call me, texting, right? I lost my son 3 years ago, and some days it feels like 3 minutes ago. So I wanted to ask those that are going through and navigating or trying to navigate and adjust to your own personal grief journey, what's the hardest part for you? Is it a constant reminder that every time you look, your heart is aching? You just are in this funk that you can't get out of, right? Is it that your world has turned upside down so much that, hey, you just want to wake up from this nightmare? Is it that you just can't find yourself being around others, being around family? You know what? How about this one? Even going outside, right? The things that we normally would have done, a normal routine, that's changed now. What's that like? I think for me, that has helped a little bit, and again, based on my own experience, is reaching out to others, reaching out to family members, reaching out to close friends, close coworkers, right? The one thing I never thought I would do, and I wanted to ask your opinion on what you think about this as well. How about reaching out to professional counseling? Never in a million years. I used to watch a lot of TV shows where they would have a person or couples reach out to counseling, and I would often say to myself, oh, okay, that's nice that they did that, but I can't imagine me doing it. Well, guess what? Here I am, right? Never in a million years did I think I would do that. But the one thing that my counselor told me that makes me think even to this day, I had to be at the lowest point of my life to now become the strongest that I've ever been. Think about that. What does that mean? We have experienced a tragic loss, or in some cases, for those that are listening, maybe someone has experienced multiple losses, right? My mom would always say that you are not going to be presented with no more than what God puts you through, and that's true, right? I wouldn't say this has made me stronger, because some days I don't feel like that. But I do know that it has made me realize I'm not alone. I'm supported and I'm loved. So the hardest part, whatever that may be based on your personal journey, think about that and think about how you are able to manage that hard part. For those Sometimes maybe journaling could help. Again, reaching out to others. See, there's nothing wrong with just reaching out to a family member or a friend saying, hey, do you have a minute? I need to talk. You never know how that may end up. And also, it may help. Okay? So, again, if you're listening, sincere condolences for your loss. Based on my personal journey, reaching out to others, counseling, okay? And also, sometimes I may need that quiet space. Yes, as corny as that may sound, that sometimes helps. I'm hoping that this was both uplifting and helpful based on your grief journey for me expressing my grief journey. Thank you again for joining my Comfort Angel and hope to see you again soon. Bye now.